So, rumor has it Halo Infinite will have a battle pass. Well, the bad news is that it likely will have a battle pass. The worst bad news is that it might have a battle pass and microtransactions. So, be prepared for that. Good news is though, the battle pass it can work, but it can only work if it's free, number 1, and number 2, I think its best bet of succeeding is starting with the Master Chief Collection model. So, the Master Chief Collection model, you might go, "Oh my gosh, there's so many problems with it." There is. But one of the things the Master Chief Collection model gets right is that they have a variety of challenges that I think are pretty intriguing. At least it gives you a reason to challenge yourself in some ways, and then some of them aren't necessarily hard to do, so you don't have to work hard to get some of those battle pass points. Like some of the battle pass challenges this week that net you some battle points are for PvP, like win 2 comp match games, win 3 social games, finish a game with an average life of 35 seconds or longer. Another one's earn 5 spree medals. Some PvE examples are finish 2 full firefight games, defeat 100 core infantry in any PvE mode, or complete 2 campaign missions with 20,000 score or more. Like that, it's pretty much just play the game and you'll earn stuff, which I like. But then there's some other stuff like the seasonal challenges, which really mix things up and add some variety to your everyday play. So, you look in there and it's like, I feel like playing, but I don't really know what to do. And then you look at a challenge, it's like, yeah, I'll try doing something like that. And then at the same time, you might be able to get some battle pass points. The thing about the Master Chief Collection battle pass points is that not all of the challenges net you points, which that's a problem. So if Halo Infinite does end up adding a battle pass and does end up following the Master Chief Collection model, every challenge needs to net you some battle pass points because you get 100 items. You complete the PvE weeklies, you complete the PvP weeklies. Each week you could probably get about 2 tiers out of those 100 items done. And there's a lot of time in a season to get it done, but it still feels like you gotta grind it out to knock it out, and that's largely a problem. So that's one thing Halo Infinite will have to do. But ultimately, I feel like the challenges mixes things up, and so with the Master Chief Collection, that's a good start. Now, there are some parts that need to be improved if you were going to follow the Master Chief Collection model. One of the problems is for the Master Chief Collection, in order to move from one item to the next, from one tier, if you want to unlock something from the next tier, you got to finish the tier above it first. So items 1 through 10, you got to get all those before you can get to 11 through 20, before you can get to 21 to 30. That is where it really feels like the grind. So instead of doing that in Halo Infinite, the Battle Pass should just open everything up. And the nice part about that is nobody else is doing that. Not that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong about that, but I haven't seen a Battle Pass in any of the major competitive games that just have the whole season items opened up and you can choose them in any order. Now, I imagine 343 might be a little hesitant with that idea, mostly because that's going to reduce the amount of time people would play. So let's say item number 100 is like this dope item that everybody wants. You earn 1 point and boom, you just unlock it. Now you don't want to play anymore. So to get around that issue, you could make certain items cost more. Simple as that. Whether you wanted to go, make everything hundreds and, you get, 50 points per challenge or whatever the case may be, or, just make stuff worth 10 points or 20 points, whatever the case may be. That solves the problem. So now You're earning stuff. You kind of have to grind for it. You got to play a little bit. You got to complete the weeklies, PvP, PvE. But you can unlock anything in any order that you want so long as you got the points. I think that's a system that can work. I don't think that's, yes, would it be nice if you could just unlock everything as you play? Yes, but you have to understand 343 is a business, and their business right now, especially with releasing Halo Infinite's multiplayer for free, is definitely going to be gauging how long are people playing. Well, if your challenges are good, if they're interesting enough, if the battle pass does have items and weapon skins and voices and whatever the case that are intriguing enough to go after, then I think more people would play, but not if people have to grind it out tier by tier by tier. And the thing is, yeah, Halo Infinite could add a battle pass, but who's going to be interested in it if it's not any different from all the other battle passes out there? The battle pass is not here because for us. It's not here for us. It's here because the average person needs the battle pass. Because the average person at this point, they're used to Fortnite. They're used to Rainbow Six Siege. They're used to Apex Legends. They're used to all these other games, Fall Guys at this point. All these other games that have a battle pass. It's the expected thing. Rocket League has a battle pass. Everybody expects, every average person expects a battle pass. So if it's not there, they're like, well, what kind of stuff do I get to earn? Now you might argue, well, they can use Reach's progression system. This is true. The problem is it's not familiar. It's not familiar to the average person. The average person at this point is used to Fall Guys. They're used to Rocket League. They're used to Fortnite. So if they want to check out Halo Infinite when it's released for free, they want to see something familiar that they can immediately engage with. Oh, I recognize this thing. But then the X factor is, oh, look at that. I can unlock everything. I just need X amount of points for this stuff. Oh, this is kind of cool. That would be the reaction 343 is going for. And perhaps now they're engaging with the game a little bit more. Now, you might say, well, Halo doesn't need the battle pass. I would agree. But for the average person, they're going to want to see something familiar. And 343, as much as they are developing a game that we all hope is dope, they are under Microsoft, a publicly traded company, and Microsoft is a business, and they're in the business of making money, and they're trying to figure out a way to make money while also not gouging you. Now, you might say, well, if the Battle Pass doesn't cost any microtransactions, where's the money coming from? And that's where I think Halo Infinite will add microtransactions in the form of a Destiny 2-like store. And if you're not familiar with Destiny 2, they got a store which sells exclusive type of skins and weapon skins and all this other stuff. And then they have a seasonal battle pass that you could buy. Now, if Halo Infinite goes the route of Destiny 2, they better not go the route of having a free battle pass and then the paid battle pass. If they do that, that's a no-go, because that's what Destiny 2 does. And that's that FOMO stuff. You see the free battle pass, and then right underneath it is the paid version. And so you're always seeing, well, what you could earn right now if you paid. None of that. If this is going to work, if Halo Infinite's going to add a battle pass, if it's going to have it, it has to be free, and it can't be none of that FOMO stuff. They can do what they do with the store. They can have the really super dope stuff that you should pay for in the store. Okay, I get that. But the battle pass stuff's got to be free. And everything should be unlocked from the beginning. And at most, we just have to, maybe spend a little bit more points for certain other items. I think that's a way the battle pass can work. So you tell me in the comments how you think the battle pass works. How do you feel about Halo Infinite having a battle pass? I'm sure most of you wouldn't want one. But let me know how you're thinking about that. Tap the thumbs up button if you liked the video. Also, hit the subscribe button as well. We got a lot more topics to talk about. We also have a lot of gameplay videos on this channel, so hit the subscribe button and check it out. My name is Anthony Shelton. I'll talk to you later.